back at it again with another episode of Comfy Life. It's a lifestyle, and today we're gonna make some fire ass fucking flavorful ass fucking ramen noodles. Remember that? I did like a vlog recently, and I was, in Soho, went to, Sunrise Market, got mad shit. So today we're just gonna use a lot of those vegetables, a lot of those stuff that we got from the market, and we're gonna make a big ass fucking pot of ramen. So I love veggies, as y'all know. So gonna start with ginger. Love me some ginger. I feel like ramen is a good excuse. It's like a good way to basically eat a whole bunch of vegetables and broth and like good shit with it being camouflage, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's how I feel about ramen. So that's why I always like to incorporate as much vegetables as possible and as much like roots and whatever leftover like you guys are gonna see when I mean like leftover stuff. Like, yeah, so we got the ginger, so we chop the ginger up, bam, done. Mind you, you could chop up the ginger or any of the things in any way you want it. It's your world, so you choose with how you want to do it. If you want it to be chopped up big, coarse, fine, it's up to you. I got onion, and I'm gonna just kind of do it, not chop up too small, but just something kind of coarse, because I like to be able to see them onions when I'm eating them in the ramen. So yeah, we got the onions done. I mean, this part's a bit like, that's the only part about ramen. I just felt like you just needed to like do a lot of prep work. But once the prep work was done, it was really easy. You just add bing, bing, bong, bong, done. So now you guys were like, what the hell I have cauliflower for? But so remember my other video, I did the buffalo cauliflower wings. Definitely check out that video if you haven't. But remember, we left the leftovers of the cauliflower, and now I'm just gonna reuse it and put that into the ramen broth and into the dish. Yeah, those are like the hard parts of the cauliflower on the bottom, and it's very like I guess it seems very fibrous. I don't know if it is, but yeah, those parts, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna chop up those cauliflower, leftover pieces, and we're gonna put that in the broth, and it's gonna be fucking good. And even more, and it's just gonna add another nutrient to the dish. There's nothing wrong with that. And we're also reusing what we have. So yeah, it's a 2-for-1 here. So yeah, you're just gonna break that up into pieces, cut it up, and whatever. If you don't want those pieces, and if you don't want that in your shit, don't put that in your shit. It's totally fine. Do how you feel. We got the Napa cabbage, and yeah, we had used that. We had used some in another video. I really need to post all my cooking videos, but anyways, I digress. So yeah, so we got the cabbage, we chopping that up. I'm definitely gonna post up that video when I do a spring roll video using the Napa cabbage. That was those spring rolls were too good with the saltfish in it. I cannot wait to do that again. So yeah, you're gonna chop up the cabbage as much as you like. Again, the cabbage is the same thing with the cauliflower. You know how it has like some parts that's more white and more like, chunkier and stuff. Like, it's really up to you. If you don't want that, you don't put it in there. But I don't care. To me, all vegetables, they're all the same shit. They just look different. You know what I mean? Some have more nutrients than next. But if I'm gonna eat one vegetable, why not all of them? That's how I see it. Fuck it, throw them all in. What the hell did I just put? Oh yeah, celery. Yeah, we got the celery. Chopped up the celery. Like, why not, right? I had celery in the freezer, and in the fridge, so I said, fuck it, put it in there. It don't matter. It's ramen. It's brothy. Again, on Comfy Life, we don't eat for taste. We make sure the food is good, but we don't eat for taste. We eat for nutrients, and actual nutrition. So that's why we adding all these extra things, because all these different vegetables have a different element and a different nutrient that's going to add to the dish. So yeah. And now we're going to add some scallion as well. So we got the ginger. Let me see. Got the ginger. Bam. Got the onions. Bam. About to did the celery. Bam. Doing the freaking scallion. Bam. I'm loving it already. And like I said, this is really easy. The hardest part really just if you don't have patience, you just gotta just do a lot of prep, cutting up, different things. But again, if you don't want a lot of shit, then it's gonna be pretty fast. Honestly, I like a lot of shit. So, and then we had some like white mushrooms. So I'm gonna add that too. And I don't know if you could really notice, but like I did have like some shiitake mushrooms last time, and what I did was I just used the caps of it And the stems part, I held back and kept it because I knew I wanted to put it in like some sort of broth or, in my next dish. And now I'm going to reuse it. So again, we want to make sure you never waste anything. And especially if it's a vegetable, you could always use it in something else. Vegetables don't have much taste, I feel like. It's easy to camouflage. You could even put it, not even just food, you know what I mean? You could always add it to like a sandwich or add it to anything, god damn it. Just eat your veggies. Alright, so we chop up the mushroom. Bing, bing, bing. Chop that up. Got that. I love mushrooms. Mushrooms are so good for the body. Like, mushrooms, like, I try to eat mushrooms, like, every day if I can, whether it's in salad, whether it's, like, just somehow, like, at least once every day, because it's really, really good for the body. But, yeah, mushrooms are so good for the heart. And they're also high in, I love saying this word, riboflavin, which is good for red blood cells, and that's good for digestive, oh god, I can't talk, digestive system, got it. And it's also good for healthy skin, just in case y'all didn't know, so eat that fungus. Oh yeah, and I had like, this part is not typical in ramen noodles, obviously, but I'm adding in some freaking Scotch bonnet pepper because that's what the type of pepper I had in the fridge. So that's what's going to go in there. Because I don't like my shit to be kind of, plain like that. And then we got the organic seaweed, that nori in that bitch. So we're going to add that too. So we got onions, check. Pepper, check. Ginger, check. Cilantro, check. Celery, check. And scallion, check. And we got that shredded carrots too. That's already done for us. Thank God something was done already. What else? Oh yeah, and then we have some bean sprouts. Cause I love bean sprouts. That's, yeah. We got the mushroom. We looking real good. And then we got our miso. Yes, this took us a while to get when we was at Sunrise. Oh my God, definitely check that video. I was really, yeah. It's hard for me to make decisions, but we finally figured out which one we wanted, which one had the least amount of sodium. And this one I think only has like 200 milligrams of sodium compared to the other brands. So yeah, that's not that bad. It's 30% less sodium. So this is the type of miso paste that we're gonna use for our broth. Of course, sesame oil, of course, and some ginger. Oh gosh, garlic. My bad, garlic, and of course a lime for the end. So yeah, let's get into the tofu part. So I got my extra firm organic tofu. And we're just going to take that out the package like so. You ready, Snow? Take that tofu out. Oh, I don't know what it is, but the part about cutting tofu that I love is the part about, like, when you take the packaging off. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I really love just putting that knife like around the perimeter of the tofu, and then you cut it, and then you flip it upside down, and it's on your hand, and I don't know. I know I'm kind of weird, but whatever. I just really enjoy that. That part, yes, that part, like, so satisfying. But yeah, we got our tofu, and you know how tofu is. No flavor and wet. So take as much moisture out of that tofu as you can. So I just dry it with a little paper towel like that, and you're gonna cut it up whatever way you like. Like, so, okay, so I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all know how, remember miso and ramen, usually tofu's all wet. It's all raw. It's all plain. I don't do my miso. This is Comfy Life. We don't do the miso like that. We don't do the tofu like that, I mean. What we're going to do, first of all, I do my tofu. I cut it up in triangles. Don't ask me why. I've been doing that since I first started cooking. My first dish I ever cooked in my life as a child, I remember, it was like a tofu miso soup. It was, I know, right? And 7 years old or so. Literally, that was my first dish I ever made. And I remember just cutting the tofus up in triangles. So that's just me. I have a thing with triangles and tofu. I digress. But we got cut up, the way you like it, baby. Cut it up the way you like it. To get the tofu. And again, use the tofu being all soggy and white and all plain and all, nah. I always crisp my tofu. I like my shit crisp. And I always add several seasonings to it before I add it to anything. I would never add tofu to anything just plain and then add, no. You're always going to cut the tofu up, marinate it, you always need soy sauce. But, I mean, we're going to get to that. Always need some soy sauce. You always need some curry, some paprika, some Cajun, some cumin, some black pepper, something. Turmeric. You need several things when it comes to tofu. Nobody's eating tofu plain. I'm sorry. Over here, you can, but over here, we don't do that. We like flavor coming out, and we like a fusion of different foods from different cultures, putting it all together and meshing it together. And that's how I cook, y'all. So, yeah. So, after you finish cutting up all the tofu food, put it in your big ass bowl. And yes, start adding whatever seasoning you like. I personally gonna add that lime and chili seasoning. I don't even know what it's called. I think I added some turmeric, some black pepper, some paprika. I swear, paprika has no taste. It's just for the look. Soy sauce. And whatever the freak you got. I think I added some curry in there. Or probably will. I don't even know. But I think the main seasonings for tofu, some salt, black pepper, the soy sauce, some chili, some paprika, cumin. I think those are at least those seasonings to give it some kind of kick and some kind of flavor, because tofu basically works like that. Whatever flavor you put on, it will absorb. So it's your friend because of that. So if you want it to taste like whatever tastes, it will. Just make sure you put that seasoning in, and make sure you let that marinate a little bit, let that sit a bit. I always let my vegetables, all my type of foods, no matter what I'm cooking, it always needs to sit down and marinate, so all those flavors could kind of soak in a bit. So we're gonna get our tofu, and I'm gonna be using the air fryer. I always love to use the air fryer because it involves less oil and practically no oil, way more healthier and way more nutritional. When you do fry foods, you do take out the nutrients out of your food. So I'm gonna put it on, click the air fryer button. I think it's 400 degrees, and I'll put it for about 20 to 30 minutes. I like my tofu to be very crispy and very crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside. So now, after that, we're going to get our pot now, and we're almost, now we're going to get shit cracking. We're going to get that water boiling. I think I got about 8 cups of water or so. I don't know. A good amount. I don't know. And I got the miso paste. I'm putting about 7 to 8 tablespoons in that bitch. I think I forget what they recommended, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, I'm putting about 7 or 8, and I just take, if you want, you can taste the water just to see if it's that's a good amount or not. I added my pepper and my ginger in there, and I'm adding my onions. And I already have my ramen noodles already boiled. That only took 4 minutes. And that was in a different pot with different water. So at this point, I'm just adding in all the vegetables I have, pretty much. Just adding everything to that broth. Everything to the broth. And I have the broth on a medium to high. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Not too high, not too low. You want it to, they're vegetables, and they're not going to take long to cook. And when the water's hot, then they'll, cook at a much faster rate too. So you're just going to stir everything up. That's looking really good. And again, like I said, you don't have to make it like this. I personally love a lot of veggies. I like a lot of shit. I like a lot of shit mixed up. That's me. That's the way I eat. I added some ginger to the bitch. Of course I'm going to add ginger. Oh, God, I keep saying ginger. Garlic. Garlic gang. I added some cilantro. I can't talk. Cilantro. We added the cilantro to the bitch. Yeah. That is going to be so fucking good. All those vegetables. I cannot fucking wait. So, yeah, now we are pretty much done, y'all. Y'all see, that's my ramen. It was already cooked from before. So, we got the ramen. Yeah, so we got the ramen. We just added that broth, all the vegetables. We're going to top it off with that crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, flavorful, that kick, that pepper, that curry, that turmeric, that everything. We're going to top it off with that tofu. We're going to add a little, little cilantro, a little scallion on the top. It's really up to you at this point, but and it's really up to you how much broth you want too. So that's another thing as well. Of course, sesame oil, because I love that just sesame taste on the top. It's Again, we always want to add some green on top. That's always that makes it look fancy. That's why I do it. Shit, it's not about the taste. It just looks fancy when you have some green shit on top of anything. And then we're gonna have some double green, because we're gonna add that nori sheet. So you're gonna break it up, big pieces, like you break down some bud. And just put it on top, and voila, look at that, baby. He's gonna mix it in. Stirring in. That nori's gonna get softened up. I'm probably gonna add some more broth to it as well, but I just don't like my shit to be too soupy now, and I don't want my shit to get soggy while I'm recording. So yeah, I am gonna add some more water, y'all. Some more broth. So don't be commenting talking about, oh, that shit look like there's not enough freaking broth, because there's gonna be enough. But yeah, oh my god, I'm so excited to eat this. Like, I'm really excited. And of course, yeah, just top it with little eggs, 2 little eggs on there. Make it really look like you really cook some ramen. Add lime just cause I'm extra, and voila. You got that comfy life of ramen. Like, y'all, try this out or do something, damn it. This is too good. You gotta try this recipe. Go to Sunrise Market, get you your ramen, get you some tofu, get you some leftover vegetables, and just cook something, damn it. Just cook something. Try something. But this was amazing. I'm so glad that you guys was able to watch this. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this recipe. If you like ramen, if you're into it, if you're gonna try the recipe. If you try it, let me know how it comes out. I just love food, y'all. Just stay high, stay healthy, and thank you again. Bye.